Hi there and welcome back to Japan, where once again we're going to be checking out a little bit more of the whole baby metal history. If you're new to this channel, we've listened to, I think, every single baby metal song, and even some like rare covers and all kinds of things live with Sakura Gakuin, Karen Girls. We've been through the whole lot with you guys, and you guys have been leading me through. Like I said, I'd hardly heard any baby metal when I started doing this, and they're the band who I think the fans have been most helpful leading us through and showing us all kinds of new things. So I really appreciated that. And it's been a pretty fun journey seeing all the crazy stuff that comes up with them. Now, the song we're going to be listening to today has been suggested because obviously we've been trying to cram in some real interesting oddities and less heard tracks before our Metal Galaxy comes out in just a few days now. It's nearly time. I think only 4 days until it comes out. And we've been trying, like I say, to throw in some of the interesting tracks. And one of them that was recommended was a cover of a song called Love Machine. I don't know the original. It seems like most of the songs that baby metal cover of songs I haven't heard, like anime ones. I'm not the biggest anime fan. I'm into Japanese music, but not so much into the anime. I know that's a bit weird. And this is a song called Love Machine, which is being covered by, I believe it's MOA who's covering this. And that's really interesting because, like I say, one of the things that I really like is I appreciate that when baby metal were operating as a free piece, which they presumably will be again in the future. I know they have like occasional members now, but I believe the idea is that they'll eventually find a permanent third member again. Hopefully someone from Sakura Gakuin. That would be a nice little callback, wouldn't it? But still, I know that when they're operating as a free piece, it was Yui and MOA were often at the back of the stage, you know, sort of as support to Sue. But certainly when they became a duet, when it just came down to being Sue and MOA, I was hoping that MOA would get more elevation, that she would get more of an important role, at least for that, you know, sort of interim duration. Whereas I feel like, you know, although she's had things to do and although she's been very humble and very appreciative of her role, I don't think she's been utilised as much as she could have been done. So I'm always looking forward to hearing a little bit more of MOA, and we'll be listening to a little bit more of Yui's older stuff as well. But I'm going to jump straight in and listen to this cover. Like I said, I don't know the original, but I'm really interested to hear a bit of MOA's voice. Obviously, with the Black Baby Metal stuff, which was just Yui and MOA, we got to hear a bit of her singing. And so I really don't know what to expect from this. Is it going to be like the backing sort of stuff that she did was kind of chirpy, or is it going to be a full-on song? Enough waffle, let's find out and talk about it afterwards. It's stretch and play. Oh, there's a lot of people in the crowd. Oh yeah, by the way, I don't think this is a music video. I think this is like a photo video from what I read. Who are they? Are they Furbies?
人形の機械が人と話し、愛の機械が謳歌されていた頃、この世に微笑みの天使が舞い降りた。その天使とはモアメタル。
Oh no, this is one of their intro things they do, isn't it?
最も愛を
They're incredibly, I gotta say it, for a band with such high production values, their intros are quite tacky.
モアメタルはアイドルちゃんのファンになってみたり、成長期限定の学校に通ったりと、ダンシンオールオブザナイトで着々とアイドル界におけるアンダーカバーを遂行していくのであった。
Come on. So this is with baby metal. That dance is nearly a dab. That's a good rocking along guitar line in the background, nice and simple and kind of hard rocky. And the synth riff works as well. That's a big chorus. I can kind of see why this one was chosen. It's a really good high energy song, isn't it? Probably an anime theme tune again. But this one kind of just works. Alright. Very short as well. Okay, that one really is quite interesting. Now, I really liked that, but there are a few things I need to point out, because as always, we don't just kiss ass on this channel. We like to be honest about what we think and, you know, give critical opinion, because otherwise, what's the point in us being here if we just tell you everything's great? Well, that was pretty damn great. But there are a few points, like I say. Now, first of all, is the fact that obviously there's really high energy dancing as well. So it's amazing that she could sing at all, but it did feel a little bit like, you know, when you've got someone like this who's, this is one of her chance to show her voice, it is a little bit high pressure to have her doing such an energetic dance while singing. Sorry, I'm still hiccuping because I had a load of coffee earlier. Where's my coffee? Coffee! Oh, no advertising. Anyway, yeah, I don't have as much energy as she had there, so I need my coffee to keep me going. But, yeah, so her voice did feel a little bit strained, which might have come from the singing, and I know she doesn't naturally have as much power as Sue, I think is the general impression in her voice, but I did kind of get the feeling that maybe that wasn't her singing her optimum, so it was a little bit flat, a little bit off, but basically it was good enough, and the performance was certainly enjoyable. The song I really thought was nice. It had some good little shifts. It was very short, but some nice little shifts in it. The synth sort of riff thing was really good choice, and the way that balanced out from the guitar as well. Like I said, I don't know the original artist or the original version, but it certainly worked very well whether they decided to do it that way or whether it was like that originally to begin with. Now, the guitar bits as well, like I said, it was very simple. It's like a chugging, but because it was a very fast song as a general, that kind of worked because it didn't become a dirge. It was almost like hearing like a sort of a train charging along, like a sort of thing, and that helped well because it was muted guitar, very sort of stabby, and then it blasts into the sort of chorus and that refrain. It has a lot more energy and impact when you hear those full-on stabs of guitar. So that was nice. There wasn't like a standout catchy chorus or anything, but it was a song where you certainly go, oh yeah, you can imagine if they said, oh, we're going to play this live, you'd be like, oh, that's going to be when we're going to get a big load of headbanging and moshing and everything. So enjoyable stuff. Really liked it. I thought that would be, if I was at a concert and that came on, I'd be really happy to hear that. I think that'd be like a really good addition. Certainly a great one to have at one of their concerts, and I hope they do that quite regularly. Although I know we've discussed that there are some that they do more regularly than others, and this might just be a one-off. But I think that's one that if I heard they were doing that regularly, I wouldn't be surprised or disappointed at all. It's nice they gave her centre stage, but I always say this. I mean, I kind of say this as well. Like for example, when we were talking about Bandmate, when their rhythm guitarist comes up to do lead singing on some of the songs, it's always a disappointment that the lead singer stands off stage to let her do that and doesn't come on as her backing or just play an instrument in the background as well, like a tambourine or something. And I'm kind of feeling this way about this on BABYMETAL, in that I know they have their theatrical element they got to play up to, and so introducing one girl at a time, I don't know how this fits into the concept, but that might well be what they're doing there, and I understand that. But in a way, as someone who's just interested in the band more than the theatrics, I personally would have loved to have seen the other two members of BABYMETAL come on as her backing people, because there was some backing vocals in that song, and if it had been done with Sue and Yui taking the back of the stage, even if they were up top at the very far back of the stage, I think that would have been a nice touch, you know. Shows more of the unity of the band to have them as the backing rather than just MOA does her thing on her own until the other girls arrive. So yeah, in a way that would be one thing that I personally recommend as an improvement. He says, but you know, like I say, that's just my personal opinion, and as always, this channel's all about personal opinions, so feel free to get in the comments, tell us what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Why do you agree? Why do you disagree? Maybe you agree with my basic points but for a different reason. You know how this works. Get in there. Music is subjective, and obviously if you want to give more recommendations for more things to listen to, you can do it on here. I read all the comments even if I don't have a chance to reply, but best way to do it, get to our Reddit. All of our social media links are down in the description below, so get in there, tell us what you think, and give us suggestions on the Reddit or anywhere. Get in contact with us and just join in the community and the discussion. And if you really like us, then you can subscribe, or you can even go on our Patreon. This coffee is giving me the burps. Really hard to hold them in. But for now, from Japan, ciao ciao.